Guys, we have a parcel here, just arrived literally today. Let me show you what's inside of it. Okay guys, so we've got the GO2 Max. This is going to help you with your cardio, and it basically makes you feel younger again. The product inside NMN, I can never say the name, but yeah, some research that supplemented that can help us stay younger. And then the next product we got is the new testosterone. I like the packaging on that, look at it, it's shiny. And yeah, we've got 5 packs inside here. Let me get them out to make sure. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys. So 5 packs of testosterone as well, and this is the platinum version. So you got 40 tablets each container. The recommended serving size is 1 capsule per day. However, I've been taking 3 capsules. Well, I haven't been taking the testosterone for around about 3 or 4 months now. However, we're going to start back on it now. I'm currently 9 weeks out. Yeah, just under 9 weeks out from my first competition. So I've roughly worked out, I've got 5 packs here. If I'm taking 3 per day, this is going to last me just slightly over 2 months worth, right? Which is 9 weeks. It's going to take me up until my first competition, or my second competition, I believe, as well, which is a week later. So yeah, I'm not going to take them this week. I'm going to actually start taking them next week, because that gives me enough time then to continue to use it for the first 2 shows. And yeah, obviously I've got a code for this, guys. Code Lewis will save you 15% off. So I am like sponsored technically with this company, but I paid for this myself. Like, so yeah, even though I've got a code and whatnot, like this was my money. Like, and the reason, like, I only promote things that like are legit. Like, I'm not gonna like BS my audience or my clients even. Obviously I'm an online coach, but this supplement is one that I've tried. It works. And yeah, I've been recommending it to everybody, my clients, my friends, everyone. So, and yeah, like I said, I paid for this myself. So I clearly think it works, because why would I spend? And it's expensive, guys. Like, I think all these supplements here cost me like $500 US, and it's only 2 months supply if I'm going to take the dosage that I'm going to take. So it's like $250 a month for 2 supplements. But like I said, it's worth it, especially as a natural, guys. We don't have a massive amount of tools to our disposal. But this one is definitely one I highly recommend. So yeah, today is Monday. I didn't give you an update in last week's video because I just filmed a different type of video about fat loss. But yeah, we'll give you a bit of an update today. I'm about to head to the gym shortly now, and I'll do some physique update posing after the workout also. Check this out, guys, as well. So it came with this packaging which shows you all the different ingredients inside. So these are the different plants that they're using. This is the testosterone, and then yeah, these are all different plants, guys, and like it says exactly like what it does down the bottom. So the effectiveness. So for example, the Turk, I don't think I've taken the other plants. These are new in the new platinum formula, but I've definitely had the Ajuga testosterone before. But yeah, what I was saying, like if you can read that, testosterone has high bioavailability, making it effective for rapid recovery and after physical exertion. So, and it strengthens the immune system and increases endurance. Improves the body's ability to handle stress and physical exertion. And I definitely, like I said, I felt that, guys, when taking the old Turk Max, which was just testosterone on its own, I think. Yeah, I found like I was had like super like strength. Like I'm pretty strong in the gym anyway, but like my strength definitely went higher. Like, and my energy was overall was just higher, was better, and I felt like I was recovering quicker. Um, it's definitely not a placebo, guys, as well, because it mentions on the back here, right? Like, do not take uh, do not take the capsules after 4 p.m. as it may affect your sleep, right? And I started taking these capsules like before my first meal, like with my first meal of the day, just before training, which was usually around 11 a.m. And my sleep was effective. Like I couldn't sleep at night. Like when I started taking these, the dosage, like I was struggling to get to sleep. And but the crazy thing, personally for myself, I would sleep like 5 hours a night, right? Which I normally typically sleep 7 or 8 hours. But I was sleeping only like 5 hours. I just couldn't get to sleep till around like 2 a.m. in the morning. But I was waking up like feeling fresh. Like when I would wake up, I had like loads of energy still. It wasn't like I was lacking on sleep, which was just mental, like for me. And like I said, it definitely works, guys. So I highly recommend you trying it out. And the other thing to note is like I tried testosterone before from many different companies, right? So I used Greg Doucette's company on their old testosterone when it didn't have the legit testosterone, and it was the copy one from China that they also used. Which there was like research came out like because a company did the testing on all the companies out there, and including Greg's, and like Greg's company was found to be like 1% or something like that with the actual stated ingredients on it. So what I like about Greg and like his company, yes, they were wrong. They were doing the same as all the other companies, getting the fake stuff, but they didn't know any difference really. They were just kind of probably copying other companies and where they sourced and manufactured it from. And it would have been quite easy for them to just carry on selling the fake stuff, right? Once this information came about. However, they didn't. Like all the other companies, like Derek, More Plates, More Dates, and just every company. I mean, I was using Sebum's testosterone, didn't really feel much from it. I've used many different brands, right? Like, and I felt a little bit was happening from the old testosterone, but not really compared to when I tried this new stuff. And yeah, like Greg came out and said like, sorry guys, like we messed up. Now we've got the legit stuff, and it's coming straight from Uzbekistan, where the plants are based basically. And yeah, I tried it, and it definitely it worked like no other like supplement has ever pretty much worked. A lot of people online, and including my clients, guys, they all talk about creatine. They bang on about creatine to me all the time. And yes, I recommend creatine. Creatine is effective. I do use it myself. I've used it for like 16 years. But it gives you like a 1% if you're lucky, right? This testosterone, I would arguably say it probably gives you 20%. Like that is the difference in how effective it actually is compared to creatine. And they always go bang on about creatine. It's highly researched, studied, all the rest of it, right? Yeah, great, fine. And arguably, like this testosterone, it has some research out there, some studies, but it's not as highly researched as of yet. I'm sure in the future it definitely will be. I mean, they're already doing more tests on it now. But it works, guys. Like, and it works 20%. So why would I focus on creatine when I can like recommend and focus this supplement more, the testosterone? So that's what I'm doing. I'm recommending it, like I said, to all my clients, not just because I got a code and whatnot, but because it does work. And I'm sure, like, I mean, I know I've made progress from last season when I competed. I estimate, like I've mentioned on the channel before, I estimate I'm going to be around 5 to 7 pounds of lean tissue added, which is ridiculous as a natural bodybuilder who's been training 16 years. And every time, usually when I compete, guys, I'm the same conditioning on stage and the same scale weight. So like I said, I'm around about at the moment 5 pounds away from what I think is the same conditioning as I had last year, and that will put me up 7 pounds increase, guys, which yeah, I'm gonna obviously document it on the channel. I might be wrong. We always have more body fat to lose than what we think we do, but looking at my physique, looking at the condition at the moment, I feel like I'm gonna be there in 5 or so pounds at the same condition, which is just mental. But yeah, I'm gonna continue to use it, continue to make progress, guys, and make sure you get yourself some in the link in the description. And just to show you that I paid for it myself, guys, I don't know if you can see that, hopefully it's zooming in. Yeah, it's like $500 worth, guys, and I've paid it. So guys, I've literally been doing nothing since ages. Been meaning to go to the gym, just haven't gone. Yeah, so I'm gonna head over there now. It's like 2 o'clock. And yeah, I'm going to grab these men's physique shorts because I plan to pose today. I've actually not done any posing in the trunks for a long time, but we're definitely going to be doing that today because I'm currently 9 weeks out, guys, and now is the time. So now is the time to get started in properly posing and whatnot. So yeah, these are the shorts, guys. Pretty sick colour actually on them. Be interesting to see what we look like today. And then obviously we got the bodybuilding trunks as well. So yeah, post workout we'll be getting some posing in. I trained back yesterday and I did deadlifts. And it was a very, very good session. My back is extremely painful today, which is a really good sign, but I'm definitely feeling the fatigue, guys. And it was only my second day in a row training as well. And I'm feeling really hungry right now, so I'm going to probably grab a protein bar on the way to the gym now. I did have my first meal of the day, which was 4 eggs, 60 gram of oats, 1 scoop of whey protein. But yeah, I'm going to grab a protein bar now because it's been a while since I had my pre-workout, since I had that first meal. So yeah, in for chest today. What I'm going to probably do today, guys, is actually not give you a voiceover, but talk during the session. Give you some tips, tell you why I'm doing what I'm doing and so on. Because the gym that I'm training at most days is pretty quiet. The music is not loud inside, so should be able to talk to the camera there. And yeah, arguably like I'm hoping to do like some front delts as well and maybe some side delts as but let's see how we go. But definitely chest. And I think it's my biggest weakness, guys, is my top frame on my physique, my chest, my upper chest, especially my front delts. My side delts are okay, but they can definitely improve and get better as well. But yeah, that's definitely where my weaknesses lie. And today I'm going to plan on lifting heavy. I know that sounds stupid, like, don't you do that always? And yes and no, guys. Like, sometimes I'm going for connection in the gym, sometimes I'm going in to just move heavy weight, and today I'm definitely going to test that out in terms of how much weight can I lift with good form, of course, and trying to focus on also good connection. But I'm definitely gonna overload today, that's for sure. See, guys, super chilled in this gym, so I'm just gonna do some stretching now, my normal mobility work. Yeah, like I said, my body is aching from yesterday, so definitely stretching is needed today. I was even thinking about not training, guys. That's how much pain I am in at the moment. But we're going to train regardless. Try and keep it a bit maybe shorter today than my normal typical 2-hour long sessions. So maybe about 1 hour and 15 minutes we'll aim for. And yeah, let's get into it. So guys, typically what I'll do with stretching is I'll start with the legs first and then I'll go to the upper body after, followed by my like my injury that I have. I hope you can hear me, guys, as well. But pretty much my injury is an imbalance in my physique, so like every bit of stretching is important, even the lower body, the legs, because it helps my full physique stay mobile. Like this stretch, for example, is obviously still working my spine, my upper back, which is obviously going to help with the mobility. And how I came about this stretch routine, guys, was I started, like obviously I had a kind of like a physio, a guy I was working with that was doing sports massage and recovery stuff. So he sent me over like a stretch routine to carry out and do, and it was like a full booklet, and it was a super long routine, which I did start doing, but I realized like it was just too long for me to do every single day, and I wanted to be able to, like anything you want to achieve, like you have to do it every day, right? You have to be consistent with it. So I kind of took some movements out that I felt like they were good for my injury, good for my physique, where I had soreness, where I had pain, and I just kept them in and discarded the other ones, guys. Like for example, they had some movements for the forearms and stuff, which I'm sure like is obviously beneficial, but less beneficial than something that's gonna hit my quads or my spine, right? So I just took that out, and yeah, I really like this gym, guys, as I was mentioning. The other gym that I train at, TK MMA, it's like a little bit loud, busy. That's where most of my clients I train as well. So it's just a bit too much distractions over there, guys. Versus, and this gym is like close to my house. It's like walking distance away, like 5 minutes max walking, which is also good. And I just like it. It's not got the best machines in terms of equipment wise, but it's got the basics. Like usually that's all you need, guys, in terms of equipment. And it has a sauna as well, and a posing room. So that's two big ticks for me. And I like the abdominal exercises actually. Like this leg raise machine is very good there. It's like, for some reason it's got like quite a few ab machines in here, which they're actually good. So it's good for that. But one thing's for sure, I don't think it's the greatest gym to train legs in, guys, or back. So usually, like I will typically just train like chest, shoulders, arms in here, and then cardio obviously in abs. Anytime I gotta do like the big movements like legs or back, I'm gonna have to go to TK or another gym. So now we're gonna go into this position. Again, stretching the legs up, hips. Sometimes I'll do like 1 rep, guys. Sometimes I'll do more. Depends on like how I'm feeling. If I need to do more on the other side, and so on. It's funny, obviously I'm in my 30s now, guys, and yeah, you say, oh yeah, you're getting old, like you're in your 30s, and it's like, a lot of guys, they tell you just stretch, and it's important, like when you're younger, and you're just like, I don't care. Trust me, guys, like, it's important. Like, if I was stretching back when I was younger, I probably wouldn't have the issues that I have now today. So make sure you're stretching, especially if you're young watching this video. Yes, it's boring, yes, it's annoying, but it's going to help your training, it's going to help your physique, especially if you're competing in bodybuilding. Like, stretching is super important. You need to be mobile, you need to be able to get into put the poses correctly. So yeah, make sure you're stretching, and you've got a stretch routine in your program, guys. So now we're going to just do some kind of upper body exercises, stretches here. So we're just going to come up, stretch the lower back out. let me know in the comments, guys, as well, what you want to see on this channel, because I'm not going to lie to you, I'm getting a little bit demotivated with in terms of like the views on the channel. Like, I've been pretty consistent in like banging out a video, at least one video every single week, and like I'm literally picking up like, and I've been doing that for a while, guys, now, like the best part of about a year, I think, and I'm still only picking up like 40 views. I'm going to obviously continue to do it, but I don't know, it's just a bit demotivating. I hope like get more views than like 40, because it is a little bit time consuming. Like, and I don't really want to be filming or talking to the camera right now. Like, I'd rather just be focused on my training, but it's obviously part of my job as a coach, and need to make content and whatnot, so you have to do it, but it's definitely not a part that I typically enjoy in terms of my job. I'd much rather just train in the gym and not film. So put your suggestions in the comments, guys, what you want to see, any topics you want me to talk about, cover, anything. Just put it in there. It gives me ideas, and gives me something to something to make content, basically. Alright, guys, next now we're going to just do some kind of upper body stretching. Work the hamstrings, the back. Then I'll work like the neck and stuff as well. Come in all directions. Up here. And then go forward. Then we go across both sides. So usually I'll do like 3 each side. Get everything nice and mobile, guys. Then we're gonna like obviously warm the chest up now. It's gonna be a long video today, this, by the way. Then I'll just grab onto something and I'll just rotate my body in the opposite direction, apply pressure, and I'll rotate. Just keep rotating, guys. Usually around 3 sets is good. It's funny, like, as you get leaner, guys, like, you start to see like the strengths of your physique, but you also start to see the weaknesses. And like, once that body fat starts dropping off, you start to see exactly where you don't have muscle. And my chest is definitely one of them areas. I can feel it now. Like, I have like pretty much 0 muscle there. Don't get me wrong, like once I start pumping and working out now, the muscle will expand a bit. But yeah, when I'm just there flat, guys, like chest is definitely like a lagging body part for me, which is actually like, I enjoy training my weaknesses the most, like for me, which is the opposite in most people's cases. Like, they will like training their strengths. Like my arms, for example, is one of my strong points. I don't particularly like training them because like it's just easy for me to connect easy, but versus like the chest, I know it's my weakness, so I actually enjoy trying to connect it, trying to improve on it more so than the other muscle groups. And that's important to note, guys. Like, focus on your weaknesses more than your strengths, right? Because then your physique will become more balanced. You ultimately just grow and get better. Versus if you're only training or turning up to your strong muscle groups, your physique is just going to get more and more out of balance, right? especially when it comes to bodybuilding, it's about proportions. It's not about just building one muscle group like massive, you know. Yeah, it looks good for Instagram, that probably does, but not for bodybuilding. And then now lastly, we're just gonna finish with my injury routine. So we're gonna, usually I'm like alternating between 16 kettlebell and a 12, right? So today I'm gonna go for a 12, just because my back is sore, so I'll go a bit lighter. And I literally, guys, just I grabbed the mat that I was just using then. So I grabbed this mat, place it over the angle there. As you can see, the kettlebell is on the ground. The music a bit loud today, hopefully you can hear me, guys. But the only bad thing, and then I'll just go like this with my arm, and I'm just jamming my lat basically underneath, and I'll do typically 3 rounds on each side of this, and then in between each round I will just do like a hang-in hold. I'll show you now on the pull-up machine here. The only bad thing about using this GoPro, guys, is that you can't attach an external microphone. So that's why I have an external, very good microphone, but it would mean I would have to film on my iPhone, which would then mean that I can't listen to music or a podcast when I'm working out. So that's the stumbling block with that one, guys. You can get like this case that goes over from GoPro direct, like, but it's actually quite expensive. But I might have to get that in the near future, because it's called like a mod or something, because better to, like, I do like filming on this camera, it's nice and easy, but I need to get external microphone. Might look at that today actually. So yeah, I've done both sides now, not really counting reps or anything, and then I'll just go so I'll swing like back and forth, and already, guys, like my shoulder, my back feels nicely warmed up. Everything is moving better. But that being said, I do think like I've improved on my injury, my imbalance slightly, but it's gonna take a long time, guys. It's gonna take probably years to fix, because I've had it for years. I've had it for about 4 years, as long as I can remember. So it's gonna probably take me a decent amount of time to fix. And I'm not gonna like stay in an off season and not compete just because of that. I like competing. I'm still building muscle, I'm still improving each year, so hence why I'm competing again this year. But every day when I wake up, the injury is like hurting again. So I have to basically do this every single morning, which I do. But I'm thinking about potentially doing it twice a day as well, coming back in the evening, especially now when like I've got to get most of my steps done inside because it's hot in Dubai. So if I come back in the evenings, get my steps in, do this mobility work again, maybe just the shoulder part, the back part, which is what I'm doing now, and then go in the sauna. Be nice to cap off and round off each day. So that's the plan, guys. Anyway, enough of me talking. Let's get into the training now, and yeah, I'll give you a bit of insight into that. Okay, guys, I'll typically always, when I do chest, start with some variation of a fly first, just to help get the blood in the muscle connection before going in and pressing. This is not my favorite machine, however, it's not bad. Like, you just got to be a little bit slow and controlled with it. I'm never going too heavy, guys, when it comes to the fly. Obviously heavy-ish, but you don't want the delts to take over too much. My advice would be always err on the lighter side with the fly variation. Higher rep range, like 12 to 15. Rather than your typical 8 to 12, where most movements you should want to be working in. go up a little bit more than this. Yeah, then we'll get into the first press exercise next. Okay guys, next exercise is going to be barbell bench. So let's see what we do weight wise here, but like I mentioned, I want to go heavy but also with connection. So let's work up. We've got 6 on the bar first starting, so let's see how it moves. Okay guys, not too bad there. So what I'll probably do, add 10 plates now, and then see how it goes. Little tip for you guys as well when it comes to bench. Long time I was training my chest wrong. I used to press with my triceps, so I used to be too close in with my grip, and also where my elbows are matters, right? If I'm pressing up here, yeah, it's gonna be easier, but you're basically just using your shoulder joint to spring you and help you. It's actually not working the chest. Versus if I bring my elbows down, not like extremely down to here, that's too excessive, but if I come around about here, now you can see I'm pressing through my chest rather than this. It's just working my shoulder joint, right? And then the next thing to note then is obviously your torso. So a lot of people say you stick your chest up. Yeah, that's fine, but you don't need to excessively stick your chest up. You want to have a little bit of a perk up, but we don't want to be arching too much back, if that makes sense. So and that's like a skill, guys, basically. If I'm arching too much, again, my delts are taking over, right? If I keep my chest up but my torso fixed and flat, this is allowing me to press the chest. I don't need to go too far extreme range of motion. I can stop a little bit shorter, but if you feel comfortable enough and the chest is working, of course, more range is going to be actually better. So, all right, we got 80 kg now, so let's see how we go with this one. Alright guys, that's probably going to be the limit today. We're not going to go heavier than that because yeah, it felt pretty heavy, so we're going to continue to do that. And then I'll do a back off lighter set where I'll take the 10s off and we'll go back on the 60 for reps and a better connection. So don't feel like it's the what do you want, mate?
How many shit?
Huh?
How many shit?
Just starting, mate. I've got like 3 left.
3?
Yeah, 3 sets. There's a bench over there. Yeah, like I was saying, guys, before I was interrupted, we're gonna do a back off set with a 60. We're gonna go for lighter and more reps, better connection. Not that my chest is not working with this, because it is, but it can be better, right? But it's still, as you can see, like really controlled. Yeah, not swinging the weight from A to B. We're controlling the movement, pausing at the bottom, and yeah, just trying to target that muscle the best we can, guys. So yeah, I'll probably, like I said, I'll do maybe 1 or 2 more with this weight, and then we'll do that back off set afterwards. definitely on the heavier side, guys. So that'll be the last set on that. We're gonna drop it now and do a back off set. That guy as well, right there, he was on that. He was literally, guys, when I was filming this, he was standing like right by there, over the camera, like going waving like this to me, and I purposely just ignored him. And then that's when I just like spoke to him. Was like, what do you want, mate? Like, he's doing the fly machine first anyway. He wants to use the bench. He doesn't want to use the bench, guys. They're like, there's benches everywhere. There's one bench, there's bench down the end. All he's trying to do is like affect my, he's thinking, oh, look at this guy filming, he's in shape, whatever, like, you know, just BS, like. So guys, next exercise is going to be the dumbbell incline press. Got these new, well, they're not new, I've used them before, but someone stole my my last pair in the gym, guys, believe it or not. So I ordered myself a new pair. But yeah, wrist wraps are pretty good. Good thing to use just when you go in trying to go stronger. They definitely give you that assistance. And yeah, they're easy enough to put on. You just literally wrap them around. They do take getting used to a little bit at first because it's a little bit uncomfortable and your wrist is a bit obviously not as mobile, but that's the whole point behind it. The goal is to keep your wrists like restricted, forces you to brace basically. And yeah, let's see what we can press on the incline dumbbell press, guys. So we'll do some warm-up sets first, and then get to our top set, followed by probably a back off. I like to do, I'm a big advocate of back off sets, guys, just because your body's pre-exhaust, and yeah, it's usually a good thing to do for connection wise, just to really hit the muscle fibers. Focus on your strength first with a heavy set, and then finish off with kind of a muscle building set afterwards. Guys, I felt my lower back then on the left side, which is not good. Obviously I trained back yesterday, so I didn't really like that. So we'll do another warm-up set and maybe keep it lighter if I feel that issue again. Guys, this is important with warm-up sets, right? So still feel it a little bit, so I'm not going to go too heavy today. Just going to do the 40s. I was thinking before coming in, like, I want to do like the 44s or something. I've done them before, but yeah, in this case we're just going to stick with the 40s because I feel that little twinge in that lower back area. To be the last back off set, guys. Done 2 sets with the 32s, 2 sets with the 40s. Let's do it. I wanted to do cable flies, but someone's using it, so I'm not gonna mess around, guys. We're just gonna do dumbbell flies, and I brought the bench down slightly lower than the angle we just had then, so on a slight incline now. Just need a bit of rest, guys. A bit tired now, fatigued. Definitely not going to be doing front delts or arms today. This is why my style, guys, both as an athlete and a coach, in my opinion, is the best, because I go off feel how my body is feeling during that hour, during that session, during that rep, during that set. Everything is changeable. That's not to say that I'm changing things just for the sake of changing things to keep it interesting and whatnot. It's because you need to be in tune and intuitive with your body, guys, knowing when to back off, knowing when to push harder, you know. Yeah, it's just having that flexibility. I mean, what I'm saying now, I'm experienced. I can operate like this. This is how I've always operated, right? I'm used to it. This is not something that I recommend for most people. This is for highly intermediate, experienced individuals. Like, for most of my clients, they wouldn't operate good doing these principles is what I'm talking about here. They need structure. They need to follow the basic plan first, right? Make sure that they're doing everything consistent in the right way. And then later on, as they get more advanced and experienced, then they can do what I'm doing now. So this is not for everyone, guys, this way of training, this way of coaching. But this is why I feel like I'm one of the best coaches out there, because I can adapt both with myself and my clients, right? I'm not just following like the same plan for everyone, let's say, just because it worked on one individual, right? There's changes, there's adjustments, and it's all based from a logical thinking behind what the best option is for that individual, given the circumstances. I'm going to try a heavy set here. We're going to go for the 18s. Pretty much not done 18 dumbbell flies for, well, God knows how long now. Probably when I was back when I was younger. So this should be interesting to see how this moves. Yeah, gonna go with a heavy set and then maybe another backup set with the 14s. That actually moved better than I was expecting, guys. So we're going to run another set on that, no back off set. As you can see, I'm going really deep on the stretch, not focusing on too much at the top, because that's where the tension drops off. Tension is at its greatest in the stretch position, so that's what we're loading, working on the most. And then we're going to finish with this machine next. This is a close machine press. I'm not a big fan of the hoist equipment normally, but this machine I do actually like, and I've been running it quite frequent lately. So yeah, we'll hit that, and then that'll be it for chest, guys. We're probably just going to head for some posing then afterwards, which is going to be interesting because we're going to put the trunks on today, like I mentioned earlier. Okay guys, we got the shorts on. Let's start with the men's physique posing first, which I've not actually been doing much of as of yet. Yeah, let's see how we're kind of looking. I'm really happy with the shorts, guys. They're like a tight fit, as you can see. They hug the quads, which is perfect. So I quite like that side of posing versus this side. But I'm not sure, guys. Something that even the front pose, something that I'm gonna have to obviously work on. But yeah, I'm really happy with the shorts. Like I said, they fit me perfectly. See the quads slightly. So yeah, that's looking good. Next we'll do bodybuilding. I will say guys, I'm definitely looking a bit flat today. Obviously trained heavy back session yesterday and I've just worked out in the gym now. Definitely on the flat side. That being said, it's still a good indication to see where we're at conditioning wise. I definitely feel like I can push a little bit more faster in terms of fat loss. Because I believe I'm on track, like schedule wise. Maybe if anything slightly behind, but it's not something that we can't rectify. We still have like eight and a half weeks to go, so yeah, but we need to push a little bit harder. That's my assessment based on looking so far. But yeah, let's do some bodybuilding poses next. I got the trunks on now. Guys, let's see what we're looking like. So what I've been doing lately is posing like a bit higher up on this front lat spread. It's more like case like there. Shoulder front double. Side chest. Double bicep. Side chest. side tricep. So now we got the most muscular, no, abdominals and flies next. Most classic. And that's what we're looking like, guys. So, one thing that I need to do next is also my routine. So that's something that we're going to be working towards. I have the song already picked. It's just a case of kind of coming up with poses in my head. I'm not going to do that today, just because I'm not in the best of moods, guys, to be honest. I'm not extremely happy with the physique looking at it based on these visuals. So yeah, I did say that I'm going to be like posing like every day. However, it kind of, I don't like doing it, guys. It actually like makes me feel negative about the whole process, and I'm sure most other bodybuilders will feel a similar way to myself when I'm talking like this. But we're never satisfied, we're never happy, no matter what level you're at. And looking at the physique, most people, average person, will go, oh, you look amazing, like this, that. And that actually pisses me off when I get them comments from individuals that are not in the bodybuilding space. Granted, they're only being nice, right, like giving you compliments and that, but they have no idea, to be honest. Like they're not in the bodybuilding space, they don't know who you're going up against. Like I know who I'm going up against, you know. So in their eyes you look amazing, but in my eyes, like, ooh, we got a lot of work to do, you know. That's kind of how it goes. So usually it's just better to kind of stay quiet in a contest prep, but like I mentioned earlier, I have to post content, and I'm just keeping it real with you guys. But yeah, we're not going to be doing the routine today. One thing about the routine is it's difficult when you have higher body fat to see what poses work best and what poses don't work as good. So as we get leaner and leaner, I will start posing more and more. And I know they say like pose like way out from the show and so on, like, which is good advice, but again, like I said, guys, I don't want to keep making myself feel bad about my physique. And I'm sure if I just focus on doing the daily tasks, you know, getting this body fat down, I'll wake up one day and be like, wow, my physique looks crazy, you know. So that's what we're kind of shooting for. I definitely feel like I need a rest day. I'm due a rest day, but probably going to be training shoulders and arms tomorrow, and then we'll rest after that. But potentially we'll take a rest day. But that being said, guys, this is the end of this week's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Smash the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you next week.